Hey guys, welcome back to StarDust, a Star Wars Galaxies emulator server. I am Gremlin, and today we're going to show you Exar Kun. This is going to be the start of a new video series of some more advanced things that you can do on the server, so I wanted to show you some examples of that high-end content, and what better place to start than with one of our instances. So XR is one of our two instances on the server. Star Wars Galaxies on release didn't really have any instances, but they did add in the Corvette, halfway through pre-CU. XR Kun and the other one we have is Axfamin. They were both like NGE type style instances, but our developer went back and wrote all the script, kind of from the ground up, and made it so that it works in a pre-CU environment. So before we get started, let's talk about the comp that we're running here. I'm on Jess. She's my Master Combat Medic, Master Rifleman. Silco is running a Jedi, Master Sabers, Master something else, I believe. But most importantly, he has powers, the Intimidate tree and powers, which actually gives you Intimidate 2. And it's a great AoE Intimidate, and what Intimidate does is lowers their damage output. So throw that on a bunch of mobs and they're going to be doing a significantly less amount of damage. And then last but not least, we have Paul. He's going to be a master, I think he's a master TKM, master fencer, and that's just all around good damage and survivability. So let's just jump in here and let's see how we do in Exar Kun. So none of the real mechanics that were in the NGE are in this instance. I didn't really run Exar Kun all that much in the NGE, but I did do Axfamin, and I know there were some mechanics that you had to tank this in certain areas and kill in a certain order, but none of those mechanics are like in this at all. So really the only thing is that all the mobs have rotating resistances. You can see that I have my window open, and it actually tells me what resistances they have, so that I can make sure that I'm switching weapons so that I actually do damage. Other than that, it's just things spawn and you kill them, and that's about it. So you can see that we were able to down the first boss pretty quickly. The next is just some trash, so just a bunch of AoE, and then that's it. Clear trash. So one of the good things about XR is that all the mobs in here count as Jedi, so they have a good chance of dropping all kinds of Jedi loot and high-end tapes. So we get between 20s and 25, both armor tapes and clothing attachments as well. The second boss is a little bit more complicated, just for the fact that the main boss does end up having full lightsaber resist. So if you do bring in Jedi, the Jedi end up having to be more on all the ads and stuff because they can't do any damage. So if you do bring a Jedi out, just make sure that you have them doing their AoE Intimidate and clearing everything that they can actually damage. And if you're not Jedi, just make sure that you're switching weapons so that you can do the maximum amount of damage. And really the best way to do that is keeping open an exam window so that you make sure that you are doing all the damage you can. So after some time we are able to actually take this guy down. The fight itself is actually pretty easy. The only thing you really have to look out for is don't take too many Jedi, or only Jedi, because of that 100% lightsaber resist, and you should be golden. But I take a second to go through my inventory, make sure I clear it all out, and reapply some foods. The foods that I usually run on this are Mandalorian wine. On my rifleman is Mando wine, because it gives you that action, and then Wands will give you some boost to Constitution, I believe. And of course, there's the exoproteins that are damage reduction. So when those are super important on this, either exoprotein wafers or synth steaks or flame out or things, all those things reduce the damage that you take for a number of attacks. And you're going to see why that's important in a second, because when you pull this next room, pretty much they all spawn and aggro you. So if you don't have that wafer, they're going to do a ton of damage to you, and you'll die. So just have to, especially for this last room, you kind of have to watch your AoEs, pull them slowly, just because they come in big groups. Now for the last boss, you actually fight Exar Kun after we kill, I believe there's a guy before that, we kill him, some things spawn, and then Exar Kun will spawn after everyone's dead. And throughout the fight, it's a pretty easy fight. He does do like force choke and force lightning, I believe. So you just need to make sure that you're healing and popping every time there's a spawn. Pop wafers or some kind of damage reduction so that you don't just flop over. Other than that, not too hard. The armor I'm wearing right now is actually Riss. It's pretty good, so I'm actually able to tank a lot of damage. I believe it's like 80% kinetic, and then lightsaber resist, and I don't know, the base is really high too. So it's all around great armor. It's kind of hard to get, but hopefully we'll have a little bit more available in the coming weeks after this video. I think Ball is actually running, I don't think he's running lightsaber armor, so he's trying not to, he's doing his best not to try and tank these, because obviously, as you can see, Exar has a big lightsaber, so if he was to pull aggro, he would take a lot of damage, and I believe he does pull aggro at some point in this fight, and it cuts him up pretty good. But other than that, just you gotta just make sure that you're pulling slowly, doing a good amount of AoE, and keeping your health up. So I'm just pretty much, whenever things spawn, I'll throw a poison. But other than that, I'm just doing some AoE heals and then some other spot healing. And then in some other videos, I'll go over more about mechanics of each class. If you're not familiar with them, we'll see. But so another couple shots, another couple minutes. This video is actually sped up about 4 times. So overall, the instance takes about 28 minutes, and we did it. We did it in about 28 minutes. When that's with only 3 people. One of them being Jedi. So with that kill, I believe a number of Jedi cloaks dropped, and we'll go over what those do in maybe a Jedi video. But other than that, that was it. Easy run, and I just wanted to show you some of the content that you can expect to find once you get your template working, and once you get some armor and weapons and things like that, that there is still things to do in this old-ass game. But again, thanks for watching. I've been getting a lot of good feedback about these videos, and I just want to put them out there so that people, with questions, we have new people come in all the time and ask a bunch of questions, and so far, all the people that have come in and are new to Star Wars or new to the server and seen the videos have really enjoyed them and found a lot of information that, that it's not readily apparent, and it takes, some getting used to, but the videos definitely do help, and I'm glad that they're helping you guys. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can do some more advanced stuff in the future. I did shoot an X the Min video, but kind of ran a little long and it was a little messy. So I'll try and shoot another one, and hopefully that one runs a little bit more smooth so that you can see that instance. And I'll show you some more advanced content through this video series. But thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, you can always contact me on Discord or in the comments section. And that's it. Again, my name is Gremlin. I hope you enjoy the server. I know I'm enjoying it. So have fun.